Got yourself a new induction cooktop? Congrats. So, what now? Have you started searching online for those branded induction cookware sets and you're eager to click the buy button? Wait, don't hurry. Don't throw your money on expensive cookware sets right at the beginning of your induction journey. Who knows? Probably your kitchen cabinet may have some cookware which are already induction friendly. All you need is a simple test to find out if they are induction friendly. Are you ready for the test? Let's take out this flat bottom stainless steel and iron cookware from the kitchen. So this is flat bottom. This stainless steel flat bottom. Few more. Oh, I have this iron, but they are not flat bottomed, so I cannot take that. I have this idli cooker. So let me arrange a few of these cookware here and then I'll start with a test. And for the test, I need just one tool. Come on, let's see what it is. I'm sure every household will have fridge magnets. So take out one fridge magnet for the test, flat magnet behind. If you don't have one, some ordinary magnet as well. You can use any of those and we can start the test. So this is 3-liter Prestige cooker, and this is not any induction compatible or induction friendly cookware. I have bought before I bought an induction, that is nearly more than 20 years. So let me test this first. Let me test this. So this magnet is sticking to it. So this is induction friendly. So this was a simple test I was talking about with a simple tool, the magnet. For a cookware to be induction compatible, the bottom has to be magnetic. So this has passed the magnet test. So let's see if these cookware also pass the magnet test. So before testing the other cookware, I will tell about them. So this idli cooker is probably more than 25 years old. There's a pan with a handle which is gone, you can see. This is also very old, more than 25 years. So these are old ones, whereas this I bought after the induction. So this is a set of flat bottomed steel vessel which I bought from DMart, and this is another one I think which I got from Chennai. This has got a flat as well as thick bottom. So let me test all these things. Though the bottom is really bad, it's all dented and everything. I've been using it on the induction for the last 15 years. So the magnet test has failed for these flat bottom stainless steel cookware, but that doesn't mean that they are not induction friendly. I have been using these cookware on the induction for so many years now. When I started using, I never tested with a magnet. I used to just place it on the induction, and if it worked, I continued using them. And that is a foolproof test and not a magnet, because magnet doesn't work on all the flat bottom stainless steel cookware. There is a reason to it. I'll come to the reason later. Before that, let me show that these utensils actually work on the induction. Every induction of any brand or model will have this feature. It identifies the cookware by the size and the material. If the base is not magnetic, it will either give a beep sound or an error code in the display here. That is a foolproof method to find out if your cookware is induction friendly. So you can try that out. So I have here with me the Philips induction cooktop. So first I've taken this idli cooker. I have water inside this. You can see the water is boiling. So it works. Let me try this pan which I use for tea. So you can see the cookware is within the diameter of the outer circle and outside the diameter of the inner circle. All these I've explained in my earlier video. It is flat bottom, it is stainless steel, it is induction friendly. Let me shift to this. These are all non-induction compatible cookware which I am showing you and which I have been using for years. So this is also working, it is induction compatible. Now I'll remove this. I've taken fresh water in this DMart vessel. No beep sound, no error in the display here. Again, this is induction friendly. So all this set, all the DMart vessels can be used for cooking. But preferably if the bottom is thicker, it is safe, because if the bottom is not thick enough, there are chances that when you're cooking, the food can get stuck to the bottom, the inside. Because in an induction, only the bottom of the vessel gets heated up. So heating is fast in an induction. So that is the reason they keep telling that flat bottomed and thick bottomed preferably. So again, it's proved that this is also induction friendly. So they need not be your branded induction compatible cooktop alone, which can be used on the induction. So let me tell you the reason why these cookware failed the magnet test. So household stainless steel cookware are basically made from grade 304. When they are manufactured, they don't have any magnetic property. And when stainless steel sheets are used to make cookware of different sizes and shapes, they gain some magnetic property, and which is not recognized by an ordinary low powered magnet like this. You need powerful magnet to identify the magnetic property, because the magnetic property is very little. But when these cookware are placed on the induction cooktop, the magnetic field produced by the cooktop is able to identify that little bit of magnetic quality the cookware has. So if you're interested to know more on this, you go to the description below. So the main idea of this video was to tell that you don't have to buy expensive cookware sets for the induction right at the beginning. You can look for some cookware inside your kitchen cabinets. They may be suitable for the induction. If it works fine, you can use them initially. You can reserve your money for buying those cookware which you really need. Like if you're using aluminum kadais or aluminum cooker, you may need to change them to stainless steel induction compatible kadai and cooker. So you can spend money on those that you really need. So can you see this tiffin carrier boxes? Did you know that this can also be used on the induction? You just see, it just fits the inner diameter, and I usually use this for storing leftover food in the fridge, and when I want to reheat it, I don't transfer it to another container in the microwave. I just reheat on the induction. Only thing is you have to keep low power, because it can get heated up very fast and you have to be nearby. There's no beep sound, there's no error, it can be used. Only thing is, since the base is very thin, because it's after all a tiffin box, it gets heated up very fast and food can get burnt. But for short duration quick heating, this is very ideal. But one word of caution when you use such small utensils, here unlike the other utensils, this small utensil can become hot throughout, so you cannot touch it with hand. You have to be very careful while handling this. Another cookware which I am going to test. Doesn't this pan look induction friendly? It's a Vinod pan. Like I said, either a beep or an error code. Here it just gives beep. See, I'm touching the water, it's not getting heated at all, and neither the vessel. So let's see what happens. So this is not induction friendly. So it's switched off. So instead of showing error code, this particular model beeps and then switches off. Though it is stainless steel and flat bottomed, it doesn't have magnetic property. So this particular cookware fails both the magnet test as well as the induction test. But whatever it is, I love this Vinod pan, because it comes out shining clean in the dishwasher, and that's why I love it. I use it to make tea when I make it on gas. I've got a few more cookware which are all induction friendly. As you know, these are all milk cookers. They are all normal stainless steel flat bottom cookware. This is also a flat bottomed milk cooker. This is a tea pan, very thick bottom, but they are not specified as induction compatible. But all these I've been using on the induction. They have passed the induction test. Hope you found the video useful and helpful. Let me know if you found out some hidden gems in your kitchen and you were able to use some of those cookware on your induction cooktop. Thank me in the comment section if you really found some useful cookware and you saved some money. I would be happy to hear from you all. Hope to see you all in another useful video. Till then, it's bye from Bhuwana. So this is most of the collection that I accumulated over the past 10 years.